International Memorial Day Blending Conference, May 2023. General subject: Knowing, experiencing and enjoying Christ, as revealed in Philippians. Message 4. Knowing Christ, and the power of His resurrection. Day 6. Outline. Capital C. Resurrection is life that overcomes death, without being damaged or injured by death. Number 1. Death is powerless to do anything with resurrection life. Number 2. Death can inflict all kinds of damage on other forms of life. Only one kind of life cannot be hurt by death, and this is resurrection life. Small a. Resurrection is life that passes through death and cannot be held by it. Small b. According to the full revelation of the Scriptures, God Himself is the resurrection life. Capital D. The Spirit is the reality of Christ's resurrection, and its power. Number 1. In order to experience the resurrection life of Christ, we need to see that in resurrection, Christ became the life-giving Spirit. Number 2. The highest definition of resurrection is that it is the process by which Christ, the last Adam, became the life-giving Spirit. Number 3. Christ's resurrection was His transfiguration into the life-giving Spirit in order to enter into His believers. Capital E. The principle of resurrection is that the natural life is killed, and that the divine life rises up in its place. Number 1. That which passes through death, and still remains, is resurrection. Number 2. Resurrection is something that has come out of death, and that is beyond the natural realm. Number 3. Resurrection means that no event or circumstance can cause us, who have the resurrection life of Christ, to be held down. Number 4. To be in resurrection means that our natural life is crucified, and that the God-created part of our being is uplifted in resurrection, to be one with Christ in resurrection. Number 5. When we do not live by our natural life, but live by the divine life within us, we are in resurrection. Morning nourishment. John 11:25. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes into me, even if he should die, shall live. Romans 8:11. And if the Spirit of the one who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through His Spirit, who indwells you. Resurrection is life that overcomes death, without being damaged or injured by death. Death is powerless to do anything with resurrection life. Death can inflict all kinds of damage on other forms of life. Plant life, animal life and human life. Only one kind of life cannot be hurt by death, and this is resurrection life. Resurrection is life which passes through death, and can never be held by it. According to the full revelation of the Scriptures, God Himself is this resurrection life. The reality of the power of Christ's resurrection is the Spirit. Romans 1:4 proves this, by saying that Christ was designated the Son of God in power, according to the Spirit of holiness, out of the resurrection of the dead. Furthermore, Romans 8:11 says, if the Spirit of the one who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies, through His Spirit who indwells you. Both verses indicate that the Spirit is the reality of the power of Christ's resurrection. Actually, Christ Himself is the power of His resurrection, and the Spirit is Christ in resurrection. We need to experience this power, that we may obtain Christ. Today's reading. In the Lord's recovery, we are not teaching people to imitate the divine life. The goal of this ministry is not imitation, but dispensation. Our goal is to dispense something divine into you, so that you may live by the divine life, the only life that can express God. The one good aspect of the human life is that it is capable of making a decision, whether or not to put the human life aside, and to place it under the death of the cross. God cannot make this decision for us. We need to make it ourselves. If we are willing for this, we will make a strong decision in favor of it. We will say, "Brothers, if you want to crucify me, it is all right. I want to be crucified, terminated, placed under death." When we are willing for this, and are placed into death, the crucified life will become the base for the resurrection life to rise up. Thus, by being crucified, we will come to know the power of Christ's resurrection. But if we are not crucified, we cannot know the power of His resurrection. There is only one way for us to know the power of His resurrection, and that is to live a crucified life. In our family life and in the church life, we all need to go to the cross and remain there. The best way to know the power of Christ's resurrection in our married life is to go to the cross. The unique way is not to pray. It is to be crucified. This is true, not only in our family life, but even the more in the church life. To be a good brother or sister among the saints in the church life requires that we go to the cross to be crucified. Do not pray for God to change others. God will never answer such a prayer. Instead, go to the cross and remain there. This is the way that is according to His economy. If we are willing to go to the cross and stay there, we will know the power of Christ's resurrection. When Satan attacks you, go to the cross and remain there. That is all you need to do. Satan cannot defeat a crucified one. As we have seen, crucifixion affords a base for the power of Christ's resurrection to rise up, so that the divine life may be expressed. Thus, there is no need for us to counterattack. In fact, it will not always be necessary even to pray. What we need the most is to go to the cross and stay there, to live a crucified life. If we do this, the divine life will be released and manifested. This is the end of Day 6 of Message 4.